Yeah, so just want to get this off my chest because I went to sleep thinking about it.
Okay.
We were playing that Rapping Robots game, Brody, on this
Jackbox, yeah.
And it was a hit. Everybody was having fun.
As you do.
One point, someone insulted me by saying they rubbed their cum into my mommy's tum-tum.
That's hilarious. Wait, can I just say? That's fucking hilarious.
It was amazing. But yeah, so I was like, oh shit, all right. So obviously everything's on the table.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'm up against one of the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, the line I do is, I will gift you my cum. And it did not hit like I thought it was going to. Everyone
What rhyme did
really
you do? Or was it just like, I'm shoving it?
That was the beginning of his line. It had nothing to do with the rhyme whatsoever. It was like a threat almost. I'll gift
I'll
you my
gift
cum.
you my cum.
And everybody like cringed so hard at the word gift. And it's like, why did you word it like that? What the heck?
I started with give, and I was like, not good enough. It's one of my top 10 regrets now. And I honestly don't know how to come back from it.
How big of a group of it was it?
There's 9 of us.
There's 9 of us.
And was there any out of the 9 that you were trying to woo?
No.
They're all dating. Everybody. We're all couples, and Zach's the 9th wheel, so he...
Yeah.
You know.
And out of all these 2 people couples, no one's pimping out Zach.
I have to assume that I'm just that unlovable. No one's wanted to play matchmaker yet.
Yeah, what the fuck?
We don't have any friends outside of our group, which is the unfortunate part.
Man, we don't know anyone on this island other than the 8 of us.
Yeah. Sorry, Zach.
Zach, I just want you to know you're beautiful and you deserve love. And you coming over and hanging out with us the one night was like one of the highlights of us being here. It was a great time. We very much enjoyed having you.
Shit. I feel like I bring a little spark to where I come, even though it's covered in cum, generally.
Even if you gift it.
Even if that's better, yes. Son of a bitch.
I leave a little spark where I gift my cum.
Gross.
And I'm going to name that Spark Isaac. That's my baby name. That's my first son.
Yeah?
Nice.
My second son will be named Atlas.
Oh. Atlas?
Yeah.
Like after the Portal people?
Well, after the books, but
or
that
out
works
of the
too.
dude who like carried like the world in Greek mythology.
Man, any of them.
I prefer the little weird fat robot in Portal 2.
He was the cooler one compared to Peabody. Come on,
Caleb, what's your first child's name?
Weirdly enough, my first child's name's Peabody.
Can you take something
Our
serious
kids can
in your
play
life?
Portal together.
Okay, this is really funny. Okay, I'm gonna name my first kid Cake. Then let's go.
Why? Because he's a lie?
He's adopted.
Yeah, that's how you come out to him eventually. You play the song that Cake is a lie. And he's like, what, Dad?
I have something
what do
to
you
tell
mean?
you, son.
If I do adopt, he's not meeting you for a hot minute. Just saying.
Oh, God.
Better safe than sorry.
I will
man,
let that shit slip so fast.
You're adopted, right? I mean, what?
Nice to meet you. I'm Zach. So when you were adopted, what was it like?
Do you remember being adopted?
Do you remember the firehouse steps?
My first child's name is Artemis, not like either of you fucking asked.
Well, nice.
You said Cake, and I thought
Because
you were
I
being
was
real.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
My first kid's name is gonna be Chocolate. The second one's Cake, so I can introduce him as Chocolate Cake. It's good stuff, man.
That's how people do it. It's not chocolate and cake.
Sorry, being a white child named Chocolate would be brutal.
Or he could have confidence for days. Really.
Like, yeah, I'm white chocolate.
Oh, that would be his rap name, dude. That's so good.
Oh, his middle name needs to be with sprinkles.
Chocolate
with sprinkles Morden.
I like it. I'm into it. I'm going to run it by my wife. Thanks, guys.
Eventually he'll emancipate and change his last name to Sunday.
Or become a stripper. Here comes white chocolate with sprinkles.
No, but with sprinkles, you're going to think there's going to be 2 people walking out on that stage, Brody. If their name is White Chocolate but with sprinkles? You think with like?
Oh,
think
no.
sprinkles
I'm
is
sorry. I'm sorry.
coming?
When you see this man nude, you'll know what sprinkles means.
I figure he just douses his hog in glitter.
Yeah. And then gifts them with...
Guys, this is my son.
Hypothetical, son.
Welcome back, gang. It's one of your three boys coming at you heavy and hot in your audio eardrums. Let's do that again. Hey, what up, gang? It's me, one of your boys, Brody Morden, coming back with another exciting one. This week I'm going to be listening, and I'm very much excited for it. Taking a backseat and just, making some jokes and some giggles and gaffs and see what happens. So that's me.
Brody, you know I'm leaving in both takes.
Why though? Why though?
Because you got so intimate with our audience,
funny.
and I just wanted to make sure they know how you feel about them on the inside. I'm not cutting out your love, man.
It was the wording of audio eardrums. I was like, nope, don't want that in here. And then you're like, I'm leaving both in.
It's not incorrect.
Yeah, you realized your mistake mid-word, and let's do that again.
Yeah, exactly. And therefore, I started it again. Whatever. All right. Hey, it's me. What's up?
And it's anime not beef for everyone.
Oh, yeah. So let's take that from the top again.
No, I'll leave all three takes in. If you want to do it again, be my guest.
Just stop talking about it.
He's gonna ruin you. It's anime not be for everyone.
Sunday.
Meet us on the tracks to see your favorite horse, Gimpy Magoo.
Oh, look at him try.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm Caleb Morden. I don't like anime, but I guess I like horse racing.
Hell yeah.
I go to the tracks every Thursday. I know we said Sunday, but Thursdays are where it's at, man. Less busy. You got less of the people screaming at each other with their bets, and you just get to think about the horse that you want to pick.
What do you mean, Sorry, what days do you go?
You said Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday, but
Yeah.
I go Thursdays.
Oh, okay.
It's better.
Right.
You don't like getting the big bets in. I get it.
And I like going for the underdogs, the horses. You know how horses and all those things have crazy names?
I always bet for the dogs, too. I just think would be like...
The dogs.
Sorry, you said the
Yeah.
underdogs, right? Yeah, so
Yeah,
I always bet for them,
absolutely.
too, because I think... If they're able to beat a horse, that's pretty cool. I must be winning lots of money, right? So, yeah.
It's nuts. There's always one or two dogs that start off in a horse race, and there's usually none left by the end of the race.
Yeah,
they get
because
trampled,
at least one of them morphs into a full-grown horse, too. Like, as we all
Oh,
know.
yeah. That's very
that-
true. That's
that's-
how that when dogs grow up, they become horse. Yeah, I know that.
Now, you best believe if I have kids later on in life and we have a dog that dies and she really likes horses, I'm just going to tell her, our dog grew up into a horse. We don't have enough money to take care of the horse, sadly. It's out there
It's
living
a free
its
range
dreams.
horse now. Yeah, it's running
know?
around, and you got to drive by a field with wild horses and be like, "Oh, that's your dog," and she'd be like, "Ah," and then you'd be like, "Ah, sorry, can't take it."
I implore you to reconsider this.
Hey, we don't know my child yet. They could suck.
Lying to them is my only option.
No, the dog's dead. You're never going to see it again. We just buried it in the backyard. Hopefully your memories were good of it, though, because it's not coming back.
That's sad, Zach. If I can imagine all my dead pets are horses now, that's sick.
That's, sick in the head. Yeah.
But, okay, hear me out. There's so many different varieties and colors of horses.
Yeah.
Almost. If you're like a 5 or 6 year old, it's believable enough. Like, our black dog became a black horse.
A Clydesdale. Yeah, it was a big,
Our
big
brown
boy.
and spotty dog became a brown and spotty horse.
Can we get real?
I'm sorry.
This will be like the Santa Claus lie, and she'll grow up and be 14 years old and be like, "What?" And her whole
Yeah.
world will be shattered.
You mean
because she'll
horses
realize-
are dogs? What do you mean?
A brush with death involving a pet can be beneficial for when, God forbid, a family member dies in a car crash.
Yeah, that brings me to this. There's going to be a really sad moment, Brody, where your daughter's sitting there thinking about death for the first time. And she's like, if when dogs die, they become horses, what happens when I die?
We become hippos.
Hippos. All right. Yeah. And that'll make her excited.
Yeah, because at this point she believes that whatever animal we morph into is much larger than our current form.
Okay.
So what happens when hippos die, Brody?
Hippos die.
Oh, they're gone forever?
Yeah,
Now,
so
now
like
you get real.
Oh, that's how she learns about death.
that's how she learns about death. Hey, this has been a wild, hey, this is what our names are. We have one more person.
Oh, yeah, true. Zach hasn't even introduced himself. Sorry.
Jesus Christ. And I'm star up-and-comer rap artist, Lil PP, coming at you live here with the boys. Gonna impart my wisdom on them through elegant raps.
Oh, I'm so excited for that little PP. Hey, if I had a rhyme that I was trying to figure out, and it's like, I'm gonna buff you till you're done. I'm gonna
gift you with my cum. Yeah, I get it.
That's it.
That's a little PP line already, Rudy. I think you're just thinking of his lyrics from his first album, My 3-Inch Life.
Just living that stunted life, man.
Now, Lil PP, do you have any turf wars with other up and coming rap artist Lil Dicky?
Well, sometimes we're pretty chill.
This just in. Little Peepee and Little Dicky are doing a combined album, and it's called Crossing Swords.
Well, it's more like crossing daggers.
Oh, who's that coming up on the top 100 rappers list? Oh, it's Micro Schlong, and he's on his way.
I fucking hate that guy. Wish I could have been born with a smaller dick.
I just want to confirm with my other host that I realize is Lil Dicky is a real artist.
Yeah, what a crazy chance.
I thought it was a brand of shoes.
Dickies are a brand of shoe,
okay.
but Lil Dicky is a white Jewish rapper.
That's the kid's brand.
But if you give children small shoes, they're Lil Dickies, right? Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's food for thought, man.
Food for thought.
I'm getting full with all this thought food.
This convo is a Thanksgiving feast.
All right, Zach, that was great.
Do you want to start this shit?
Yeah, dude. I mean, that was a lot of good intro topic content, and I love it. But we gotta eventually get into the anime. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've done anime, guys.
I'm curious if we
this
could
is just
do
a talking episode.
Yeah, we've always talked about doing a talking episode.
Yeah, I know. If there's interest in it,
I'm ready to scrap this shit.
Okay, yeah, no, I just checked our email, and actually, there's been 40,000 emails saying they just want to hear us talk.
Whoa.
That's a lot of emails, my guy.
Yeah, we need to check this email more often. And I read all 40,000 of them. That's why I know that that's what they want. So.
And they all just said, you need to talk?
Yeah. Well, not me specifically.
A couple of them said, we need to talk, and it sounded threatening.
So 25,000 of them said, I need to stop talking, and you guys need to talk. So.
Oh,
okay.
This seems too complicated. Yeah, all right, what are we talking about this week, Zach?
Oh, the anime I have chosen to bring to y'all is called Zom 100.
Zom?
Yep.
Like a shorthand for zombie?
Yep.
And 100 being the full hand for the number 100.
Yeah.
It's not the, Gen Z emoji.
It's
just
not
the number.
It's not Zom 100.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Which does sound kind of better in my mind.
Introducing Zombie 100.
Okay.
Zombie One Honey.
Okay. I'm going to launch right in. You ready?
I am so ready. I'm guessing there's going to be 100 zombies in this world. That's my guess. Brody, what's your guess? I like guessing.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case.
Okay. All
I
right.
think the 100 probably has to do more with days than it does with the amount of zombies.
Maybe it has to do with age, and when you turn 100, you become a zombie, Brody.
Caleb, those would be the least terrifying zombies ever.
Oh, bring me your brains!
Oh, hey, Shuddy, 1 second. Grab my dentures real quick.
I'm really gonna gum you up this time.
Why are they talking?
Everyone in the world's got old people hickeys on their neck.
They keep trying to bite us. They just don't have any teeth, man.
Terrible.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, I think it has to do with time.
Okay, well, you're both wrong, and I love it. So it's a little bit of backstory first. We begin with some guy running through the streets away from some runner zombies, Left 4 Dead zombies. They're not walker zombies.
Yeah, those are way more terrifying.
The guy's like, oh, this place is a living hell. But we zoom out and it's just a movie being watched by our main boy. We're gonna call him Tendo, okay? Like Nintendo, but better.
Like the chicken Tendo? Sorry.
So you're telling me one Hundy is out of the question, but the guy's name is a Tendo?
Yep. Just Tendo.
Tendo's his last name. His first name's Jim. So he's Jim Tendo.
Jim Tendo.
I was talking about Tendo more like the currency, like, yo, can you pass me a Tendo?
Nobody says that. Do people say that?
No, yeah. When there's a conversation, bro, or Zach, and you're like, oh, can I borrow 5? And they're like, oh, can I give you a Tendo?
I hate all other generations. Like, I've used the word Fiverr before.
Oh, yeah, Fiverr's okay, but Tendo?
But
what
Tendo
the fuck
is
is wrong with this
ridiculous.
generation Fiverr?
All right.
Why do you need to put the ER on Fiverr? Sorry.
Fiverr is so universally recognized that they made a website about it, where you can offer services for an any amount of price, generally just $5.
It's like when you call it the dollar store and everything in there is like $5.
Do you know what the cool thing about Fiverr, the website, is? A bunch of the things are probably Tendos.
A lot of them, yeah, actually.
I'm gonna kill myself.
And there's actually a drop-down category picker, and you can pick the Tendo category, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a sub-website within Fiverr.
And we click the list, it drops down, and we see our character go.
Yeah, so this guy's watching a zombie movie. It's 4 a.m. He's got bags under his eyes. He comments that compared to his life, that looks like a friggin' harem hentai, because he hates his job.
So he'd prefer a zombie apocalypse over his job?
Yeah.
Wow, this guy should live in Texas, am I right?
Why?
Don't know what that means.
Why?
It sounded like a good joke.
Why?
But I don't know why.
Because there's a lot of doomsday preppers there, and they like having firearms and being prepped for the end of the world.
They're ready to go. They're ready to go for a Zombo Apoco. That's what I call it.
If you've ever watched the show, which I realize none of you have because I'm the only one who watches things, doomsday preppers, a lot of them, Texas.
Yeah, all their stuff seems cool, but like then they have to live like that, like eating eggs every single day. Like
they have 8-gallon buckets of old soup. And
yeah,
they
ketchup.
take a scoop out of it every day. Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah,
man.
fuck that.
I'd rather work a crappy job. Screw you, Tendo.
Yeah, so he passes out at 4 a.m. and we get to see what led to this corpo sad sack lifestyle. Okay.
Right.
So 3 years ago, Tendo starts his job right out of college. It's an advertising gig, and it's all he's ever dreamed of. The CEO introduces Tendo to the staff, and everyone seems pretty chill. He meets his supervisor, this gruff but fair meat mountain, and then he meet cute bumps into the HR lady, which is ironic because her body would make the gods weep.
What?
Where's the irony?
Yeah, why is that ironic?
Because she's
she's
supposed to stop people from flirting and talking about body parts
and discussing religion, and the gods are weeping. Yeah, I get it.
Triple threat. Yeah. She makes him see flower petals in typical anime fashion, and he gets a Harrelson for her.
Was that a Harrison?
It's Brody. It's a Woody.
Okay.
No, a Woody Harrelson. It's a stupid joke. I wasn't going to address it, but there was too long of a silence where Zach stared at us, and I felt pressured.
This is going swimmingly.
Yeah, continue, please. Maybe you didn't stop after making shitty jokes and stare at us until we acknowledge them.
Okay, after his first day, the office goes out for drinks, and Tendo gets asked about his life. He's a recent graduate. He's maidenless. He used to play rugby, so he's got wicked stamina and toned glutes.
Zach focuses on the butts a lot of these anime characters, and I love it.
I love butts.
I love it too.
He's really vibing with it all, and the crew says it's probably time to get going. He thanks them all for such a great first day, and then all their faces change, and they stand up and they put their little name tags back on. Tendo's like, what the fuck? And they all return to the office, and everyone's back to work. It's like 3 a.m. Tendo's just like, why are we still working? What the fuck is going on, man? And he's finally able to clock out 2 days later and gets like 5 hours of sleep and debates going back in. But he's a fighter. He chose this career path. He's not some lib snowflake.
Okay. So this is just a normal office job and he just had to weirdly stay there for 2 days?
Can I just say, who's the real zombies? Am I right?
Am I? Yeah, yeah, dude.
It's a super exploitative company. Apparently, this is not that uncommon in Japan.
I'm not sure about, like, we walk outside, talk, and then walk back in.
They don't fake out. Oh, that's the end of our shift. JK.
JK.
But no, it is, like, incredibly long hours and not enough free time.
The HR lady is the only thing keeping him going a year later, okay? But she's also the CEO's mistress. So that's fun to hear through the guy's office walls when he's working his butt off. By his third year, this guy is fantasizing about jumping on the tracks, right? The world has literally shifted to shades of gray. You know, things are not getting better, and sometimes he's waking up screaming that he doesn't want to go to work anymore. But he does, because he probably has boomer parents.
He pulls up his bootstraps and gets to work there, bud.
And it makes sense that he wants to jump on the tracks because you said he's an avid athlete, right? So he wants to go back to the track and start running again.
Hilarious.
Yeah. And then he finds out he's accidentally on a horse track and a dog tramples him. It's pretty crazy, man.
That's such a
level. Oh no, I'm slightly bruised. A dog trampled me.
And the dog died. Oh shoot, it's turning into a horse?
Oh fuck, now it's time to run.
What have we created?
Like a Pokemon evolution in front of your eyes.
I'm so sorry. I could have
That was
not.
a stupid derailment. I don't know why I took it back to horses. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
Derailed by derail.
We're so far off this track.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So he's leaving his apartment one day. There's a notice on his door that he forgot to pay for his bike space, so he heads down to talk to the building manager. And classic zombie movie fashion, the door is already open, and he peeks inside, and the BM, or building manager, is getting eaten out. So he sprints out of there, right into a horde of other zombies. He sprints up the stairs of his building, being all, oh, if this keeps up, I'm going to be late to work.
I'm sorry. This is the problem. You're saying things like eating out so casually. And you're like,
you're trying to speed through it, but you drop eating out on us.
Don't derail me, but like this zombie's eating this old dude out.
Are you telling me I'm the problem?
I'm not telling you you're not, okay?
We all contribute to the problem.
Yeah, you know what? That one's on me.
I saw Brody trying so hard to let you go, but he couldn't let it go.
Okay, yeah. So if this keeps up, I'm going to be late to work. And then he's running along his rooftop. The world goes slow-mo as the color gradually returns to everything for him. And he's like, wait a minute. This means I don't have to go to work. And it's like his brain gets rewired. His depresso is no longer espresso. And he's just screaming with joy as he leaps off the building and conveniently lands on an awning. And now he's all smiles as he tears through town, dodging zombies. And he ends up on another rooftop, gazing up at the sky, going through all the possible things he can do with this vacay time. Okay? What?
Brody's still reeling over depresso. It's no longer espresso.
I'm trying so hard.
Are they like the zombies in the movie he was watching? Are they fast?
They're fast. They're fast. But he's a rugby player. Yeah.
He does those twirls like he's holding the ball, like
Yep.
You know, like they come at him and just does a spin move.
That's what all the male people say about sports.
The spin move.
Wow, an epic twirl by 44.
In all fairness, you just referred to males as male people. So
An epic twirl by 44. He's really representing all the male people out there.
Right.
So he's very happy he doesn't have to go back to work.
He is pumped.
He doesn't care that everybody around him is dead.
It's weirdly not that effective to him. So he remembers HR lady. Remember her? With the heavenly bod? He's gonna go profess his love.
Why, now because he has life in him?
Yeah, because
Okay.
he's full of life. He bikes his way across the city and shows up to her place, where again the door is slightly ajar. Oh no. And upon entering, he sees a pair of male shoes. What's funny now?
Brody was about to make the joke, a door can't be a door, or a door
Right.
can't be a
Gotcha,
jar. It's
gotcha.
a door. I saw his face, and I shook my head no.
Shook my head. No.
I shook my head visibly so he wouldn't do it. And then he just started laughing.
That's so funny in itself.
Oh, I'm that predictable. I'm so sorry, guys.
So there's male shoes. She's getting it on with the boss.
Yep. And a zombie CEO is staring at him from down the hall. And Tendo launches into a very passionate resignation speech as the CEO starts sprinting at him. And Tendo, with his rugby skills, tackle pushes the CEO out the 8th-story window. And then he notices HR lady, and she's infected too.
No.
And he professes his feelings finally, but he has to sprint away, monologuing, "Goodbye, my first love." And at the end of the day, he stops at a convenience store and gets all philosophical with death and decides to make a bucket list. 100 things to do before he turns into a zombie. And that's why it's named Zom 100.
So when does the other survival girl show up? Because you best believe there's going to be a random girl also surviving.
Episode 2.
Oh no, we're only on episode 1.
Okay, so he's dreaming of being back in the office and awake screaming again, but then reality hits him and he's overjoyed all over again. He decides to clean up his place, chucking all the garbage bags over the balcony, making the shitter shine. A clean house is a clean mind.
Oh, there you go.
He rewards himself with a beer and relishes in how good it feels to day drink on a weekday.
Is this a Japanese culture to put relish in their coffee? I'm sorry. I'm not even proud. I have to.
Have you been taking lessons from Carrot Top?
If you were a little more physical with your body, Brody, I'd believe you were Dane Cook all of a sudden. What the heck is wrong with you?
So, yeah.
Is this still early enough in the zombie apocalypse that power and electricity is still working for him? So
yes.
he's just living the dream.
It's day 2. So he's just chilling. He goes to grab another brew, but he realizes he's out. No. And this news is far more devastating than the rapture happening outside. So typical anime, right? So we cut to a couple in their barricaded apartment talking about how they're screwed. The army's gone, police are dead, no one's coming to save them. The husband goes out to the balcony and starts to cry in frustration and glances to the right to see Tendo 2 feet away shimmying down a pipe. And they stare at each other for 5 seconds, and then they both start screaming. And Tendo's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. The stairwell of the building's filled with zombies. Sorry, man." And the guy's like, "Come in here where it's safe." And Tendo's like, "Nah, bro, I got an errand to run. I'll be fine. Y'all want some ramen?" And the couple's just like, "The fuck is wrong with this kid, right?"
Well, yeah. He's just so chill. They're having a devastating life moment, and he's just like, "Getting a beer, bro. Sorry."
Yes.
I'm picturing his voice like Morty from Rick and Morty for some reason.
Hey, that tracks. Sure. He gets to the convenience store and he's singing a goofy beer song as he walks in, but there's a GoPro on a bike swiveling to watch him outside. Sticky.
Girl.
He walks to the back and discovers another survivor. Some hottie with purple hair. So she's going to be important. He tries his best to make small talk with her, and she's very standoffish. Her basket is filled with water and batteries and stuff, and he's just loaded up with beer. He asks for her number, and she pulls out her phone, which gets him pumped, but really she's just hecking her sick surveillance GoPro outside, and then she chastises him for risking his life for something so non-essential.
She's one of those people who's got a bucket of ketchup in her house, right?
Yeah, bucket of ketchup instead of a bucket list. Let's go.
Hey, parallels. Now zombies are making their way in the door, and Tendo jumps in front of Purple Hair to protect her, but she snags his hood and whips him backward just as a fucking truck smashes into the store, killing those zombies and almost him. She ends up on top of him, and he gets another Harrelson, and then she pieces off. You know, he shouts after her, thanking her, daydreams about that ass, then realizes his bike is all mangled, and more zombies are approaching. Thankfully, he notices a Vespa with the keys still in it, and gets away. And as he's cruising, he's like, what an upgrade. But I mean, why not go all the way?
Wait, he's saying why not go all the way while leaving the girl?
Yeah, on a Vespa.
Go all the way with his new bike.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, fair enough.
So he snags a sick Harley Davidson, which is called a Laurie Richardson. I thought that was funny.
That's very strange.
So it's not funny. Cool.
It's quite
He's climbing
funny. Yeah.
He's climbing back up the drain pipe to his place, going on about how sick his day was. He fucking met a cute girl. He got a bike. He gets to that couple's balcony and he's like, hey guys, I got you some Robin.
They're dead.
But the balcony sliding doors have been smashed and there's blood all over the apartment. He's hit with a slice of reality for a sec, but he Taylor Swifts it.
He shakes it off. Stop.
Thank you. He gets back up to his place and has more philosophy thoughts. Decides to start adding crazy things to his bucket list. Try out dreadlocks, go bungee jumping, Eiffel Tower a damsel, distress optional. A big one being go to see his parents. That's going to be important later.
How long does he think he's going to survive if tried dreadlocks is one of the things?
Surprisingly enough, he does later.
What? Okay.
Now, we cut to convenience store chick.
Nice.
She awakes at 6 a.m. without an alarm. Whoa. She runs 10K immediately on her treadmill. Whoa. She's got hand crank radios and she's choking down every type of vitamin. Whoa. She's researching by watching all the zombie movies and Excel spreadsheeting her future needs. Whoa. She's like the perfect survivor.
Bucket of ketchup. Bucket of ketchup.
As there's a bucket of ketchup in the corner.
Whoa. Yeah, dude. Whoa.
We're actually seeing her day leading up to meeting Tendo. As she's sets up her camera bike outside and grabs the batteries and water, you know, canned goods and hemorrhoid cream. When Tendo walks in and starts with the small talk, she's just internal monologuing about how he probably brought zombies with him, what to do next, you know, analyzing everything. Then she notices the truck heading for them on her phone cam and calculates it'll totally take out the zombies coming in the store. But then this idiot stands in the way, so she has to save him. Fuck. Back at her apartment, she's analyzing all her footage for the day and is confused yet intrigued about this goofball. You know, he's so overjoyed at the prospect of beer, not analyzing anything. Can someone really survive like that? What?
How long has he been surviving, though? This seems like it's only been like a week.
It's like only day 3. But again,
okay.
Day 1, we're going to lose half the fucking population, you know.
Fair enough.
So Tendo is in his apartment and his phone starts dinging. What? I guess the internet's back up. Somebody somewhere's doing something. He messages back all the people he's been neglecting these past few years, but doesn't get any replies, you know. But he's like, what about my best, sexiest friend? There's no way he's dead, right? We cut to said sexy friend. His name is Kensho, but that's too close to Tendo, so I called him Kenji for the remainder of this, okay? Best friend's name is Kenji.
Could also just call him Ken.
I like Ken.
I've written Kenji over 100 times.
Why?
I'm not naming him Ken now. So Kenji's trapped in a BDSM room with a zombie lady strapped to a medieval sex device. He's been surviving off water from the minibar, and he's getting delirious. But then his phone rings. Whoa. Tendo's like, oh, hey, bro, wanna chill? His best friend's like, what? And Tendo's like, text me the Addy, I'll be right over.
Oh, this dude's Gen Z as heck.
So they went to college together, and they were on the rugby team together, and Kenji was always the life of the party. He liked doing party tricks with his ass, no cap, opening bottles with it, which partygoers happily sipped on.
That's such a strange detail that I'm not sure if you're making that up or if that's true.
Well, you didn't laugh, so I made it up. There's your... After they graduated, Kenji became a big-time real estate guy and actually enjoyed his life. They met a year prior to all this and had a bit of a falling out when Kenji told Tendo to quit his shitty job. Tendo's like, don't tell me what to do, man.
I hate my life and hate my job, but shut up.
Yeah.
You don't know me.
So Tendo gets to the brothel and lures all the zombs outside with a car horn and then goes inside. And Tendo apologizes for their fight a year ago and says Kenji was totally right, but now they gotta run. They make it to a rooftop and Tendo fearlessly jumps to the next roof, but Kenji can't do it. Then Kenji begins a speech about how he hated his job too. He was just showing off. Tendo's like, well, looks like you quit just like me, bro. You can do whatever you want now. And Kenji is filled with fighting spirit and he jumps the gap. And because of anime, he shreds all his clothes off mid-jump.
All of it?
All of it. This is like just to make Tendo laugh, right?
What?
Dangerous.
He likes doing party tricks with his ass, and his ass is going to be a main character throughout this, so just get on board. They spend the night naked, which might be a rugby thing. I don't know, kind of sus. But they drink on the rooftop and reminisce.
You just said that so, like, nonchalantly. They just hang out naked?
Yep.
It might be a rugby thing, Brody.
I play rugby.
Yeah?
That never happened.
You ever
You
sat
never
around
hung out naked
the
with your
boys?
bros, dude? Come on.
No.
That's a rite of passage in the rugby.
Okay, they're best buds again. Got it?
Yeah, because they're naked together.
Okay.
That's how you know when you're your best bud.
When you can be naked with your boy, nothing else matters.
Metallica.
That's what that song was about.
That's a t-shirt right there. When you can be naked with your boy, nothing else matters. Quoted
Quote
Metallica.
Metallica.
Oh, fuck. They were hardcore, you know? So, episode ends with Tendo like, oh man, Kenji's got a dream. Oh, skipped over that. Kenji wants to be a comic and entertain people. Okay? He's always been good with people, and he likes making people laugh.
Well, that's good that this is a manga, right? Because he already is a comic, if you think about it. Oh, meta as frick, dude. Oh. Sorry.
Oh, I get it, because manga and comic. That's good.
That's chortle worthy. Yeah.
good.
You made me chortle. Is that your version? Chortle.
That was really funny, dude.
So this dude was a real estate agent, and he wanted to be a stand-up comic. I'm imagining him every time he takes a couple for a house tour, he just starts cracking jokes all the time, and it's the most annoying thing in the world.
Every bedroom is, well, this is where the magic happens.
Yeah. It's a 5-bedroom house, and you hear it 5 times.
So-
It's clearly a baby's room. And
Oh, yeah.
where the magic happens.
This, guess what? Magic happens.
Walks into the bathroom. I hope you guys are terrorists, because you could drop a few bombs in here. Stupid. So Kenji's got a dream. You know, I need a dream, says Tendo. So he writes in his bucket list, he's got to find a dream.
Yeah.
Well, Tendo has a flashback of when he was a kid, and he saved another kid from some bullies while wearing a cape, like kids do. So that's his dream now. He's gonna be a superhero. So he and Kenji head to the aquarium for said dream.
What, to become a superhero? At the aquarium?
He's gonna save some dolphins.
Why?
Would you like to speculate?
He's gonna become Aquaman.
Try again.
He's gonna try to find some fish DNA and inject it into his spine.
Because all aquariums also have high-tech laboratories.
I'm sorry, he's going to an aquarium be a hero.
No.
He's gonna float in the water really slowly, but kind of do a Superman pose so it looks like he's flying when you view him from the outside of the aquarium.
He's gonna do weight training with whales.
Lifting them.
The answer is actually super smart. So would you guys like one more go each?
He's gonna take fish teeth and make freaking brass knuckles with them.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
He's gonna use 3 eels and sew them into a single cape along his back. And they're gonna be wiggling around.
Not as good. No.
And his hero name would be 3 eels.
Threels.
And then you could just say threels, yeah.
They head to the aquarium and Tendo acquires a shark diving suit. Totally bite resistant.
Also extraordinarily heavy if you're not below water.
Well, he's fit. And it's a cartoon. Okay, so he spray paints it up. It looks goofy as hell. And he runs outside to save some survivors. one of which being convenience store girl. Oh shit.
She needs surviving? What a freaking loser. She thought she had it all figured out.
Yeah.
Got her.
So he tries to impress her with his new superhero persona, but he just gets dogpiled by zombies who are biting the shit out of him. The teeth can't break through, but it still hurts pretty fucking bad to get bit. So he's like screaming, like, oh fuck, Kenji, help me! Oh fuck! Kenji's just like holding the door open for their survivors, and he's like, you're the one who want to be a hero, bro. Like, so Tendo finally fights them off and makes his way back to the aquarium, and convenience store girl just goes off on him about how being a hero is dumb and is super ungrateful. He is destroyed, but then he hears a commotion from the back of the aquarium. Oh, so this is one of the coolest things.
Can I predict?
Yes, please.
Zombie shark.
Yeah, I was going to say zombie shark.
Zombie shark.
Can you elaborate?
A shark that's turned zombie?
It got bit, now zombie.
And because it's a zombie, it doesn't need to be in water?
Because they can survive anywhere.
You guys are pretty spot on, but I'm going to add the coolest thing.
It's wearing sunglasses.
Oh, damn it! It's drinking Kool-Aid!
You guys just want to host? Fuck.
No, laser beam on its head, right?
Yes. Frickin'
laser shark. Frickin'.
This zombie shark has ingested 3 people who were zombies. Their legs have been stabbed out the bottom of the shark.
How he runs on human legs.
And the humans inside look out the shark's mouth so it can run towards people. And then the shark just tears them out.
They're symbiotic?
It's basically, yeah.
It looks like a shark mascot costume for a sports team.
With 3 people in it. Okay, so again, anime and zombie apocalypses, like top 5 things that could happen. I thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
Would have been cooler if he was wearing sunglasses. That's all I
Yeah. Yeah, so Tendo wants to be a hero, but immediately sprints away with the rest of the survivors. On their way to a secure-looking door, some psycho grabs convenience store chick and, like, yanks her back so she falls down, and everyone gets to safety except for her. So she's about to die by the walking shark, but Tendo bursts out of an air vent and fucking tackles the thing over, and they run away together, and she comes up with a plan to do some movie magic with electricity to mess with the shark's brain.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because they can sense electromagnetic nonsense in fish, and that's how they hunt. So if you overload its brain, then you will stop it.
Oh,
movie magic, okay?
Cool.
Yeah, so cool.
That's how they were able to do Jaws without any fatalities.
Yep.
Movie magic, dude.
So he's dodging and trying to distract it while she looks for batteries, and Kenji's up in the air vent struggling to gather the nerve to help. But just when Tendo's gonna get swallowed whole, Kenji rips off all his clothes again and shows off his popsicle dunker.
It's rarely that we get you reading a line that you wrote that stops you from being able to finish it.
Popsicle dunker.
What are you doing with popsicles there, Zach? Hey?
What are you dunking them in?
What are you dunking them in?
It's an icy shock.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's showing off his ass, holding on to the vent up top, right? And he's distracting the shark.
The shark is like, ooh.
Holy shit.
Is that a push pop I see, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh, it's a push pop.
It's a push pop.
This buys them enough time for Chicky to find some batteries, throw them to Tendo, and he punches the shark in the nose while holding batteries. And this incapacitates the shark. It's very cool.
Nice.
You know, you got that swirling camera around them as they freeze frame on the punch. There's electricity. Oh, anime. Afterward, it seems like she's coming around. Right? She might not be so standoffish. And after a speech from Tendo, she finally gives him her number. She has a name now, and it's Mikazuki, okay? But she doesn't want to travel with them, considering grouping up with people almost got her iced. With all that said and done, our boys decide to leave Tokyo and go see if Tendo's parents are still alive.
Ooh.
Hey, from his list.
Yeah. So our boys have decided the best way to get out of the city is with a sick RV, or recreational vehicle. Not to be confused with my ex's RV.
Which was...
The first word is rancid.
Oh, why?
Turns out there's an RV show in town. And when they arrive, Mikasuki is there too. Guess they had the same idea, but she doesn't know how to frickin' drive.
They had the same idea. Hers was, I'm going to go see Tendo's parents.
She's gonna get an RV.
So she doesn't currently have an RV. That's been confirmed by one of her lovers.
She's got a PV, and let me give you the first word is pristine.
Yep.
Wow. PV that J, am I right?
Eddie Hoozles. She doesn't know how to drive, so they're teaming up now. They strut the show floor and check out all the sweet models. One's with tank treads, one's with cranes, one has a hot tub in it, and Kenji gets naked again. They argue about utility and safety over flashiness, but even Mikasaka can't deny some of them are pretty dope looking. Unfortunately, all their yelling attracts another horde, and they're forced to get in a pretty basic RV and hightail it out of there. They pick up Tendo's motor hog quick and hit the highway. Kenji's riding the bike, and Tendo and Mikasaka are getting acquainted. They talk about this whole thing being a virus and how herpes aren't really a big deal. And then, oh no, spike strip. The VR loses control. VR.
The VR. They're in VR now. Oh my goodness. Oh, you spoiled
this
the ending.
This whole thing has been VR.
Oh,
damn it.
Shoot.
It's a fun game.
That's a fun game, dude.
Damn.
That's it. It's over. Episode's done. Bye, guys.
Well, that's Zom 100. Let's go.
Not VR. The RV loses control, and Kenji straight flips over the muffler beast. What am I doing? He gets pretty injured, okay? Kenji is injured. Yeah. Then, coming up the on-ramp, comes a few buses and block off the highway from both ways. And off the bus comes a guy who's like, whoa, look who's skipping out on work. What the fuck, Tendo?
It's his boss?
Tendo's like, oh no, it's his shitty supervisor. Oh no. So Tendo's having a crisis. And the supervisor, he seems like maybe he's changed a little bit.
Yeah, he seems like a psycho, by the way you just said.
So, he offers to fix up their vehicles and heal Kenji, and Tendo just has to do some labor for him. Not a bad deal. And the zombies are coming, you gotta help your friends, Tendo,
So he's the one who put down the spikes, obviously.
Obvi. Mikasaka calls him a con artist, that's your fucking racket, huh? But Tendo reluctantly agrees, Kenji can't fucking move. And the gang, I'm gonna refer to them as, like, a gang now. He's, like, with the supervisors with a whole bunch of baseball players, and they have a truck stop, and they've been stealing supply trucks from around the city, keep it running. There's a whole bunch of other civilians there tasked with unloading the trucks, and their gang just sits around and drinks beer all day. So Tendo's doing some labor unloading trucks, and it's really hot out, and he thinks it's a good idea to get a Jenny going to chill up some brews for his fellow workers too. But the supervisor catches him and just lays right into him, giving Tendo a small panic attack. He's like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean, oh, jeez.
Tendo, you're a superhero, dude. Fucking lay this guy out.
You killed a zombie shark, my man.
And then we see that the gang is using actual zombies to haul some trucks around the stop. And the supervisor's like, yeah, they're just pieces of equipment, just like you, Tendo. Useless trash, good for nothing. And we see the color start to fade from the world again, and Tendo starts to slip back into Tabresso with extra foam.
All right, you guys ready for a game?
Yeah, hit us, baby.
Hello. Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. Hello. My name is Carl Replicat. I'm a totally normal, not suspicious at all human director, a movie director, in fact. You might have heard of my previous works of art, including The Legend of the Badonka Donkey, maybe The Legend of the Badonka Donkey 2, Electric Donkaloo, and even the third installment, Wonka vs. Badonka. Those are all mine. Well, now I've finally started to make a name for myself with these hit films. I'm starting to work on my next big television and motion picture programs. Starting to branch out, you know? I'm looking for the most interesting people to fill these last few very important roles in my films, and I think you guys might be right for the role.
Sweet.
So,
Tight.
it's Carlisle Replicat, guys. So he's the clone imposter dude. This is the game where you guys create the same character, and I determine which one is better.
Yeah.
It's usually a weird clone situation.
So this is going to be essentially
Who can make a better character?
how in the beginning I create characters. You are going to give us a name and a jumping off point.
Yeah.
And me and Brody are both going to create a character.
And in this case, Carlisle is watching you guys and trying to determine who would better fit the role, okay? So I'm going to give you each a part to fill, and it's going to be the same part. And one last thing, he likes for you to totally embody the characters, so no scripts, just improv for the audition.
Damn it. I rip up all the scripts that I brought with me.
First casting call is for a show that I am creating called Backyard Buddies. I'm trying my hand at a sitcom, baby. Super loud laugh tracks? I think so. Cheesy catchphrases? We're having it all. In this show, a wife and her family move to suburbia to get away from the city life and to avoid her husband's bad influencing friends. However, when they eventually move to the new neighborhood, the husband realizes that his favorite, but his wife's least favorite bad friend, Phil McCracken, lives in the house behind them. They share a secret but meaningful friendship through the fence that connects their backyards, while the rest of the families are none the wiser. So it's a sitcom, and your name is Phil McCracken.
Sorry, I heard everything up to Phil McCracken, and then I was just like, oh.
All right, in this scene, we'll be testing out the initial chemistry between the husband, who's already cast, and Phil McCracken as they discover that they live across the yard. So give me your best terrible influence middle-aged friend. Action!
Yo, is that Tommy's dirty dick I smell? Buddy, what's up? I heard you were moving. No fucking way.
Phil? Is that... How did you... Have you always been here?
Dude, this is my mom's place. You know I lived on this street. Man, shut up, Mom! Yeah, bro, what's up? I heard you had another fucking little crotch goblin. How's he doing? Is he Def Leppard's The Spectrum? Is he good?
He's... What? Oh, hi, Miss McCracken.
I'll do it in a second!
Cut. All right, next one in. I want to see who this guy is. Show me Phil McCracken.
Hello, it is I, Philip McCracken. Would you like drugs or bitches?
I mean, at least one of those things sounds good to me, man. Who?
Good. We won't tell your wife.
No.
Seeing as she totally snitches.
Too many stitches to count, in my opinion.
Yes, you beat your wife. Yes.
Oh, well, that's why we tried to get out of the city. It was a bad influence, you know? And I think I'm finally turning the corner, but wait, Phil?
Yes, I did come into the scene saying my name was Philip McCracken.
Yeah, but I didn't quite recognize you with that extra nonsense.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is always the way I spoke. This is how we end from where I'm from.
Yeah, I totally knew you back in high school, and you were always a theater kid. I thought you were just putting on the kind of show, but I see that it's really you.
I come from a long dynasty of the McCrackens.
Well, you said something about drugs, though.
So you don't want the bitches? Okay.
Well, I have a wife.
Okay, we've got some smack, some big dog lowdown, some pony ride, some fucking heroin. And as you know, I also have weapons.
Oh. Yeah, for any situation. What I don't
I'm
know what you're
just
trying
such
to
a
sell. Are you
bad
selling me?
influence on you, Tom. I'm so sorry.
I'm kind of buying into it. What kind of weapons?
We have death rays and sharks with legs coming out of the bottoms of them and heads inside of them to direct its location. But we also have laser beams on their head. I'm Philip McCracken.
All right, cut. You're going a little Austin Powers, Dr. Evil with that one, but I think I could maybe roll with it. No, I think I'm giving it to Shakespeare. This sitcom's going to be a wild, wild ride, and I think we could really lean into this Shakespearean nonsense. You're hired.
Excellent.
That was utter psychosis. Are you fucking kidding me?
I really felt something with your performance. It really made sure you really made sure to tell me that you were a bad influence directly. And sitcom audiences, they really need it to be spelled out to them. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Wow. I now know what Carlisle is looking for, I guess.
Hey, Carl.
Oh, sorry.
I'm a normal human director.
Yes.
He did give us a sitcom plot, and we need to be over the top for that. Did you watch frickin' Malcolm in the Middle?
You went over the top, put on a jetpack, and went into the fucking space, bro.
That's how I just need to catch the attention of riffing.
Yeah, it's not what I expected, but I love it. All right.
I have weapons.
I'm supposed to be a bad influence.
Like a guy from college. Like, it makes you drink too much. Like, what are you doing?
I don't think that was specified.
Oh my God.
He was a really bad influence, man. Like super villain type bad influence.
We gotta move out of the city, babe. Your best friend is a super villain.
And he thinks he's in a Shakespearean play for some reason.
Real talk, guys. That is a phenomenal plot for a show.
I mean,
we need to
I'm
get
not even
away
mad.
from my supervillain next door neighbor. And he just follows. Like, I killed them, and he now has the house next door. Oh, sorry. Okay, what else you got?
All right, next casting call. Everybody over for this one. It's for the movie The Gravy Stain. So in this overly dramatic, over-the-top action film, we will be following Captain Mick Jiggles. And he's a space cop who struggles to play by the book and to be taken seriously. He is hunting down the intergalactic space criminal Gerardo Gravyman, who recently escaped from his satellite prison by exploding the whole facility. How wasteful. In this near-climactic scene, Captain Jiggles has finally caught up to Gravyman in a back alley. The tension is building as Jiggles approaches the criminal and confronts him for his crimes of the past. Who's first? Who's up first?
I'll go first, seeing as Zach went first last time. Just another gravy stain for just another gravy day.
Whoa, dude! What you got me? I don't know. I have nowhere to go. What do you want with me? I don't know.
You were super easy to catch. In fact, I just walked up to you, and now you're too easy. What's going on, man?
I just love gravy, man. I didn't realize that was a crime. What am I being charged for, dude?
You know exactly what you've been charged for. Gluten-free gravy. No one really likes it, and you're putting it on the market with normal packaging, and I've had enough of it. Well, my name isn't Mick Jiggles.
It's cheaper, man. I don't know what you want me to tell you. It's my gravy empire, bro.
Get down on the...
His girlfriend came in.
Get down on the... Oh, hey, babe.
Thank you very much. I love you. Thank you for sandwich. Get down on the fucking ground.
All right, cut. I'm not sure why that actor's girlfriend brought him in a sandwich in the middle of that rehearsal, but I really liked the direction he was taking, the gritty aspect. So good, so good. Anyway, next, see what else you got there.
I finally got you, you slippery, gravy-soaked piece of shit. Turn around.
Oh, you're so aggressive. I hate it. I'm so scared.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
If I'm gonna take you in, it's gonna be on my own terms.
I swear I'm not packing, dude. It's just gravy.
All gravy comes in packs, you piece of shit. On your knees now.
Dude, what am I being arrested for?
That's it, no sudden movements. Okay. You destroyed Carlisle Replicant's cloning facility, you dirtbag. Which is ironic, because gravy and dirt look the same.
He kidnapped me. I found my clone and we both loved gravy, dude.
We're gonna settle it in court, you salty mess. Thanksgiving's gonna be a little drier this year.
All right, cut. I loved the energy of that second guy. You really gave the emotion that I was looking for with Captain McJiggles or whatever I called him.
Why'd you call him that?
He was pretty cool, in my opinion. I am a very good writer and director at the same time. Okay. The first guy who was auditioning, he had somebody just come in and give him a sandwich, so I don't think he's going to take it professionally enough. So I will...
Bullshit.
Sorry there, bud. I'm taking the second guy. His energy and his puns were on point. Ready for the third installment of my new franchise? None of these are connected, but I'm calling it the franchise. Okay then. My accent is drifting in so many places.
That works though. You're an alien.
Okay, so Time Prince is the next one. The Time Prince, okay? So in this one, it's a coming-of-age rom-com. A very rich British prince who had everything handed to him was cursed by a witch who sent him 200 years into the future, into modern-day England. The prince, Prince Crangle Higginsbottom III, finds himself without any power or wealth and looks to find himself in this strange new world. So in this one, it's a solo scene, actually. In this scene, we want to see how the prince handles being thrust into the unknown. This is his first moments after being teleported into the streets of England.
Oh, my goodness. There's... candles that don't flicker. Carriages without horses. What is this rock beneath my feet? It's so uniform and dark. Why, that woman's exposing her entire leg. What is this? Oh, thank God. Hey, you, sir. Tell me, what is this place?
What up? What's up, bruv? Oh, what you want to know, huh?
Firstly, where is your master?
Oh, I don't have a... Oh, that turned into... Frick. I don't know how to do a British accent.
Why would you base it here?
No meister for me.
You see that poster over there?
Oh, I do. Yes, indeed.
Now, is she your lord? And why is it spelt with an E?
Oh, no, bro. I love her music. We got a king, man.
Show me to his castle.
Yeah?
I will usurp him. And now I'm face to face with the king.
What?
This is your king? This pile of bones?
How did you get in here?
I used my royal scepter.
Oh.
It always unlocks the palace doors.
Under these lights, you're looking pretty gorgeous. It's a rom-com, remember? So we got to introduce the romance.
Holy fuck!
I like the way that you look.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
Here, is it allowed for a man to lay with another man?
Indeed, it is, me old cock.
Bless the creator. Come here.
All right, cut. I'm not sure the direction we want to take is that one. I'm doing British now by accident.
You son of a bitch.
Anyways. Next, you are good to go? You're being thrust into the future. Let's do it.
Yes, all right. The name is Krangle Hingebottom the Third, correct?
Mm-hmm. So close enough.
In my version, he's a wizard from his time as well, so just keep that in mind. Yes, indeed.
A prince wizard.
Put that in the script.
I like the way this guy thinks. Yeah, let's get it. Write it down.
Oh, what is this? The ground is made out of stone, but it's not bumpy. Why is this the case? This is so strange. These horses are metal and chunky, and people are within them. Well, I guess, seeing as there's so much difference, I must have traveled through time, and therefore, I must rule. And I smack down my staff in this freaking casting office and change the scene completely into the king's area there. And I'm like, "Hello, king." I stab him in the neck.
Oh, you didn't even let me speak.
I waited. You said nothing. And then
I was a little concerned.
You should have been very concerned. And then I sit on the chair that you got there, and I make it seem like it's a throne. And I'm like, "Oh, bring me the wenches."
Cut.
What? I don't even get the wench for the romance.
This guy was too aggressive for wenches.
What is this purple drink? Didn't you ask for Welch's?
Oh, you were gonna try to go rom-com with it, Brody?
It was supposed
With
to
the
be
wenches?
rom-com, no?
I know, but you killed the king so fast.
Yeah, so I could rule and then have my pick of the wenches.
You're right.
Yes, that's very romantic. And also comedic.
Now hear me out. I am the director extraordinaire. What if we combine both ideas?
Oh, God.
One of you, Prince Boy. One of you just killed the king, became king. You two meet.
We're both called Krangler Hinglebottoms
You're both
the Third.
Krangle Hinglebottom the Third, but you fall in love. Think about it.
We
Love it. All right. Wrap it. Thanks for the auditions. You're both in.
Thank you.
it's gonna be a weird job.
All right. What are we doing for the ad?
Shit.
We could do Apocalypse Survival Company that sells like ridiculous buckets full of stuff. Remember, we've talked about buckets full of ketchup so many times in this episode. What if we just sell everything in a bucket?
But our gimmick is buckets.
Buckets. We only sell things in buckets, nothing else, man. Are you at home living your cozy life, thinking it might one day end?
'Cause it will. You better believe it will.
You better fucking believe it.
It's coming.
If you took the jab, you'll be one of the first.
You know it. You know it, Clancy. I got the jab and I feel myself going already, so everybody better be prepared because the world could end many different ways. What do you think, Cletus?
Oh, shit. I mean, socio-political collapse for the economy finally tanking. I mean, we never should have moved on from the gold standard.
The water going gone. You know, when that water goes bad, we're all fucked.
Yep,
Damn.
seawater, fresh water, all goes bad eventually. That's what I know. So one day, Earth stops spinning, you know?
AI's gonna take over and make us living cattle. Best watch out.
Yep.
They're gonna harvest us for our fucking creativity.
They're gonna try to take away our guns so that we can't fight back.
Me personally, I'm worried all the dogs in the world will die, become horses, take us over. Not good. Definitely realistic scenario.
What do we do in these circumstances?
What do we do about these scenarios? Well, be prepared.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
Be prepared buckets and stuff.
With Be Prepared buckets and stuff, we got all your needs to be prepared for any of those previous scenarios.
Yeah, we got pop-up tents, we got flashlights, we got firearms, we got big knives and pointed things.
All of which come in buckets.
Batteries. Gauze. Gauze turrets.
All in buckets too.
Some assembly required.
We got all your cooking needs. We got the canned onions. We got canned peas, canned corn,
What else can you can?
canned tomatoes, canned mushrooms.
Yeah.
You know, you got different spices of canned goods.
Spices and cans of golly.
And you know what I always say, right? I say cans, just small buckets.
He's always saying that.
He's
He's
like,
always saying that.
You're not going to use a bucket. Well, jeez, fuck it.
Oh, yeah, I do say that. I won't say that, but I do.
Part of why we're able to give all these prepping goods to you so cheap is our patented bucket system. So shit.
There's so many more benefits of buckets. Think about it. You're an old lady. You can't lift a box, but you know what you can do? You can roll a bucket.
Damn, you just did your hair, fancy young lady, and it's raining outside. Buckethead.
You didn't get one of our inflatable doomsday bunkers? Build it out of buckets.
Inflatable.
Well, it had to come in a bucket.
We have a surplus of buckets that we're trying to offload.
We also have horse tranquilizers, horse tasers, horse guns. We've got horse knives. We all know that the only thing worse than a zombie dog is a zombie horse, and they're coming for you, and they're fast.
Absolutely.
If you don't believe in the dog horse apocalypse, you gotta go back to school.
Cletus, you know they don't teach those boys and girls that in school no more. They don't teach them nothing good.
They don't teach them nothing good.
All this PG liberal BS, man, they don't teach them about the dog horse death of the universe.
Yo, where's my class for how to fix a two-stroker? You know, woo my cousin.
Amen to that.
Amen.
Hey, man, you seen Bernice lately? Hot dog. Horse.
Horse.
A horse. Anyways, come down to buckets and stuff and whatever we called ourselves.
It's be prepared buckets and stuff.
Be prepared buckets and stuff. Do we want to say anything else that might actually influence people to come here?
Yeah, make sure to order our specialty packs for each end of the world. So, like, we have a specialty pack for the dog horse end of the world. And that one runs about $14,000, but it'll save you and one other friend for 2 years after the horses take over.
It consists of a lot of fence posts, a lot of fence.
Couple carrots for distraction.
And a bunch of glue for intimidation.
Oh yeah, all horses, they hate glue.
Yeah, something you don't hear about, you don't read about in your public school. The glue actually triggers a fear response in the horse. Cause
They smell the hooves.
They
man.
smell.
through years and years of inbreeding, you know, watching the brothers and sisters get melted down.
I just envision a zombie horse fucking charging at you, touching your pockets. Oh, thank God you have your thing of fucking glue. Pop that bad boy open and like goes back and runs away.
Thank you, buckets and stuff.
Thank you, buckets and stuff.
Oh no, we got a caller, I guess. Okay, well, welcome to Be Prepared Buckets and Stuff. What can I get for you, sir?
What do you want?
Hello, my name's Ethel, and I'm afraid of the dog horse end of the universe, as everyone should
Yes,
be.
indeed, yeah.
You're one of the smart ones.
Yeah, they didn't teach you in public school. That's what I'm saying.
No, they don't teach none these days. Anyways,
No, they do not.
my dog's been looking at me sideways ever since the big boom happened in the sky the other day, and I don't know what to do.
What the?
Holy fuck.
Well, you know what you should do. You should be prepared.
Yeah.
You know how to be prepared?
Get a bucket?
Buckets and stuff. Don't
Oh,
forget
and
about the stuff.
All right, so right now I just have my dog in the barn. He's got lots of space just in case something happens to him. He's got that wide-eyed
No,
expression.
Ethel. Jesus Christ, you gotta
Yeah.
listen to me. You gotta put that dog in a kennel, alright? So when it finally does kick the bucket, it'll transform into a horse and turn into Play-Doh strips as it expands out of the kennel.
I don't want Sparky to die. He's just turned into a
The
horse.
big explosion in the sky means we're gonna be dealing with zombie horses sooner
Oh
than later.
my God! Little
I'm sorry
Sparky.
to tell you. I'm sorry.
Ethel.
I gotta go.
Do you have
Yeah,
glue?
I got glue out the wazoo for my scrapbooking. Me and Sparky. 14 books full.
Ethel. Is it Elmer's glue?
It is.
That's not good. You need to be prepared with buckets and stuff. We got our own glue.
Oh no!
Sorry, Ethel, you're on your own. Bye.
Oh, Jesus.
As you can see, Ethel was not prepared.
No.
But you should be.
You need to be prepared.
Called 1-800-BE-PREPARED buckets and stuff. Trust me, those numbers fit in the phone. Oh, no, another call. Oh, this is so long. What's happening now?
Hello? You're on with
Hello?
buckets and stuff.
Hey, my name's Gary.
I like you,
Hi,
Gary, already.
I've been living in my bunker for 6 years now, and I'm running out of supplies. I thought we were gonna die from radiation from Chernobyl.
Yeah,
But
that's
now-
a valid concern there, Gary.
Now I'm hearing about the dog horse apocalypse.
Yep, it's coming for us all.
Hey, do you know what the problem is here? Education.
They don't teach you about that in public school.
They don't teach about that stuff in public school no more. All right?
Sorry about what? I said one sentence, and I'm fully aware of the problem coming.
Yeah, but you weren't before because you weren't prepared. Were you?
If you were, you would have all of our supplies in your bunker 6 years ago. We all know that.
It's good for
isn't that
25
right?
years.
Was your LLC established 6 years ago?
Absolutely. We've been in
Absolutely.
operation since 1947.
Yeah. My
Old
grandpappy.
Oh, grandpappy buckets and stuff.
Yeah, old grandpappy buckets and stuff. It's a family owned business.
You guys
don't
sound
know?
on the level. I'm going to send you my credit card and my address. You're going to send me
As
everything I
you
need.
should. Thank you
Yes,
so
should.
much, sir.
Thank you. You'll be ready for the horse apocalypse.
All right, I
Them
appreciate
horses
that.
aren't going to bite your bum. Let's go.
Call 1-800-BE-PREPARED buckets and stuff today to get you all your kits for every situation. But more specifically, the dog horse death of the apocalypse. What did I just say? That's not what it's called. Anyway,
And as our great grandpappy used to say, if it ain't in the bucket, you can just go fuck it.
Oh, Grandpa.
oh, should we recap? We usually
Oh,
recap
yeah,
at
sure.
this point, but it's been so long in real life.
Oh, my God, yeah.
I can try to recap.
Go for it, Brody.
So we got a tenor coming out, and he's like, "Yo, I hate my job. I've been doing it for a year now. My colors of life have just been sepiaed out, and the life isn't fun." And then one day, boom, zombies are eating out the person downstairs, and he's like, "Oh shit." And I remembered. I will always remember. And he's like parkouring on rooftops, being like, "I don't have to go to work." Color starts coming back into his light. And he's like, "Fuck yeah, this is great." And then he's fighting some zombies. He's like, "I'm going to go protest my love to the girl at work." He goes to her and she's like, "Ew, I'm a zombie." And he's like, "Oh no."
Double rejection.
Double rejection. And then so he goes, finds his buddy. They have a steamy naked night on a rooftop.
Some things really stick with you.
He shows him his popsicle dipper or whatever he
Yeah.
called it.
Yeah. And then he's like, "Damn, man." He meets this girl at a variety store, and she's all like, "Yo, you're not taking this seriously enough." And then with his buddy, he's like, "I want to be a freaking hero." So then he goes to an aquarium, gets a shark suit, and then fights off some zombies. They jump on him, they bite him. He's like, "Owie, owie, get the frick off me." And then his buddy's like, "I'm taking off my clothes and showing them my butt." Woo! And it distracts them enough that he runs back in. But no, now there's a freaking shark with legs and 3 heads inside its mouth, and it's coming at him. It can just freaking see him with the faces because they're all symbiotic and shit. And they're rushing him, and he's like, "Oh my god, oh my god." And they're all fighting, and then he battery fists him in the face, and it drops the shark horde. And then, they're like, "Well, we need to get around better." So then they're like, "Let's get a freaking RV." So then they go shop for an RV. They're looking at all the cool ones, and like, "Oh man, maybe we should get a cool one then." But then there's a horde of zombies like, "Oh, we're getting this beater, let's bounce." So they get in the beater and bounce, and then they get stopped by his old general manager or whatever, his supervisor guy, and he's like, "Hey
He literally
man,
spike strips them. Yeah.
work for me, dude. You needed to survive just like you did for the last year." And then he slowly goes back to that black and white sepia life.
Yes, not bad, Brody. One thing I will add, they got the RV to leave town and go see Tendo's parents.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
Okay, so woof, literally, we get a flash of Mikasaka's childhood. She brought a dog home and her dad tells her to get rid of it.
Could be a horse.
No,
Damn
might
it.
turn into one in the future, man. This is
Yeah.
new lore.
That is such
Anime
good
copy.
anime dot B lore. Oh, just wait for D&D. Holy
Oh,
fuck.
shit. Okay, awesome. So she hides it in the attic and nurses it back to health, but the dad finds it and is like, oh shit, this could become a horse. So he puts the dog down.
Oh, no.
It's such a sad moment. I'm sorry.
Yeah, completely ruined. So, yeah, anyway, say that because Mikasawa and Tendo, they have overbearing guys telling them what to do. That's something in common, okay?
And hers was her dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, supervisor guy is also perving on her pretty hard.
Is she working too? Are like all three of them working?
No, Kenji's beat up from the fall, so he's
Right.
in recovery mode, and she's just kind of chilling. So through all this abuse, working, getting yelled at by the guy, Tendo essentially gets brainwashed into thinking he's no good and weak, and when their 2 days are up, like, and Kenji is healed enough to travel, Tendo actually says he's gonna stay behind. He's gotta repay his supervisor for being so generous, you know, fingers touching. This sets Mikasuri off, and she launches into a speech about doing what you want and being free, and brings up the fact that he has so much left to do on his bucket list, and she hands him the book, and she's added an item to it, and it's like, tell off your jerk boss.
Oh, shit.
And then jerk off your tail boss.
Damn, hilarious. Anyway, he's cured. He tells off the supervisor in the most respectful yet dickish way possible, and it's time for them to leave. So they're back on the road again.
On the road again.
They happen on a truck with a blown-out tire surrounded by zombies. Tendo gets pumped to play hero and dons his shark suit. But when they hop out to help, this friggin' straight-up samurai bursts out of the truck and slaughters all the zombies.
What?
They've got a sick pole arm, 2 katanas, and a bow and arrow. It's a pretty sick action scene.
Are they full samurai, like wearing a gi and everything like that?
No,
Just
like ancient Japan.
Oh.
They remove their mask, and it's a smoking hot blonde German chick.
Whoa, breaking all expectations, dude.
She's like, well, what do we have here? Her name is Beatrix.
Okay.
And she's just obsessed with Japanese culture. Her goal is to get this fish truck to this master sushi maker so she can have some real good sushi.
So she's a weeaboo?
She's a hardcore weeaboo.
Or otaku? I don't know which one of those.
I don't
is
know
a-
the words either.
I
Brody,
think otaku.
is she a Shippuden?
I will always feel so fucking stupid for that.
So, yeah, the crew is game to help Beatrix with her goal. They head into the earmarked city with the sushi chef, and
Can I ask a quick question? Why are they game to help her? Aren't they going to find his parents? Shouldn't that be a pretty high on the list here?
they also want sushi. It's anime.
So, also, cute Asian girl who can kill a bunch of zombies and protect them.
She's German.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
She
German.
knows her way
Blonde.
around a wiener.
So, yeah, they head into that city, and there's some battle montages. They cover zombies and booze. They're using a drone with a speaker to lure zombies. They explode a gas station.
What are they playing from the speaker? Like Bangarang?
German folk music.
German folk music?
They clear their way to the sushi chef and pig out on some Toyota rolls.
Rolls?
So now it's time for the hot spring.
Wait, what is that you inventing your new sushi?
He
Yep.
just said hot spring, so shut.
Now it's time for the hot spring episode.
Wait, I know who definitely is getting naked in this one.
You know it.
It's Butt Stuff McGee or whatever his freaking name is. I can't remember.
That's his name now.
Butt Stuff McGee, and I bet you German girl, because they're going to be like, oh, she doesn't understand her culture. She just wants to get fully nude.
Yeah, because silly
Close.
Germans, right?
Close but wrong.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, because they all haven't showered in days. You know, they find a hot spring.
oh, that's definitely where you want to shower, right? The egg smell helps a lot.
It doesn't have to be a natty. That's
Oh, it's not a natty hot spring. Then what's the point?
Wow, natty hot springs are gross and smell like shit. Oh, it's not natty? What's the point?
That's what people who are fans of Natty Hot Springs are like, man.
But they wouldn't care about the smell then.
Yeah, it's all eggs, man. It's gross.
The boys jump in, and Mikisaka's like, okay, well, we're going to the girls' bath. But Beatrix says, there's no hot water in the girls' bath. So the guys get that look on their face and coolly decree that there'll be nothing but gentlemen ladies. Please, it'll be
But I
okay.
might get a Harrelson.
Nice, bringing it back. So Beatrix starts to unkimono, but then zombies start appearing out of the depths of the bath, and they all gotta run away. And Kenji talks about his robin's egg blue balls. They climb a cliff face and get away, and realize they can't get back to their vehicles, so decide to sleep on the hill, and soon it's sundown. Tendo awakes and goes for a walk and happens on a natural hot spring. Sulfur and all.
Eggs.
Ho ho. But Mikisaka's already in it. Oh, jeez. They fight about who should get to use it and settle on using it at the same time, blocking each other's vision with a boulder. You know, this is the cutesy moment where they talk about her being bad at romance, and it seems like something might be forming. But just when it might get 14 plus, Beatrix and Kenji find them and fling themselves in, and Tendo talks about his navy indigo blue balls. Nothing. Okay.
You're just naming shades of blue. And
I
I'm
thought-
picturing. You're painting a picture. That's fine.
Thought it was funny. They have arrived in Tendo's parents' village. It's one of them old school, short wooden houses everybody farms. It's surrounded by mountains, so it's zombie free. The only road in and out has been blocked by sandbags and excavating equipment.
That'll do it.
Tendo has some existential sadness for not paying back his parents for all they did for him. So, you know, he adds that to his bucket list. Pay back my parents, right? But when they finally get there, the parents are like, bah, we don't care about that. We're just happy to see our baby boy.
That's how they react to seeing him after a zombie apocalypse took the world.
Yeah, it's been like 5 days.
That would be when the most panic is happening.
But, yeah. Also, because he's been working so hard, he's like barely called or texted and hasn't visited in 3 years.
Right. To them, he was dead already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
Mm.
Capitalism.
Society.
Dog horses, man.
Shut the fuck up.
Get you one day.
Coming for us all.
I just like to believe that my life won't become depressing one day and it'll just end from dog horses. And that makes my life a little lighter.
I just don't see the issue.
Okay, hear me
A
out.
horse
Zach.
can't open a door.
Okay,
They can kick open a door.
hear me out. How many people do you think in North America alone have dogs in their houses? Inside their
A
houses.
A good amount.
60%.
Okay, that dog becomes a horse within that house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Horse in a house, dude?
And also
Crazy.
is ravenous for human flesh.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you not see that as a problem?
I can walk up some stairs.
Horses can do stairs, man.
Yeah.
Then I'll walk back down the
And
stairs.
they can do that too. They can also jump
they
fences. Yes, they can. They're not cows.
Okay. Yes. All right. I'm getting on board. They kick hard enough that most doors are not an issue.
Yeah.
They are ravenous. They have big old chompers and
Yep.
very strong bites.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's hella hard to take one down with a gun unless you get a perfect headshot on their
You're
tiny
forgetting
brain.
they're also very fast.
And they're fast as fuck.
And
Yeah.
they used to be your fucking dog, dude.
So there's emotional trauma involved in this, man.
Yeah.
This would be like an actually pretty watchable B-list movie.
Yeah, the first half of the movie is the dogs turning to horses and people are learning about it and that's all normal. And then the horses get ravenous and start turning on everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks it's a cool thing. Like everyone's selling their horses, riding around town and stuff. And
Yeah, dude.
They haven't turned ravenous yet, though. There's not enough horse feed for all these dog horses.
So they start eating human flesh.
Exactly.
horse feet.
Horse feed.
Oh, okay. I thought he meant like horseshoes. Like,
Horse feet.
we need horseshoes.
These dogs, they didn't have horseshoes on before. We need horse feet.
I wish I wasn't so opposed to it back then, because I am on board now. So Tendo and his dad pass by some city folk that managed to make it there before the town sealed off the tunnels, and he gets a weird vibe. Now we are introduced to the anti-Tendo. I never wrote down his name.
So call him a fiver.
Clever. All right, so we're introduced to Fiver. He hates society. He just wishes every day could be summer vacation. Fuck work. Everyone's wrong but him. Fuck society. Okay, but this guy, when the apocalypse starts, he finds some survivors and starts his own bucket list. And the shit on his, Tendo's list was get a sick 8K TV, try bungee jumping,
Yeah.
kiss a cute girl.
Right.
This guy's bucket list is fire a gun into a crowd, try out dynamite, visit Epstein's Island, watch someone OD.
Oh.
Fucked up shit, okay?
Yeah,
this guy is
boy.
really messed up.
Hey, did you just say bucket list? I got a list of my own buckets. Sorry.
That bit is over.
Got the ketchup one, the mustard one, tomato soup one. Lots of buckets on my list.
Little kittens.
That bit is over. All right,
Elaborate
so he's
with the little kittens. I can't let that go.
I don't have to. You can't make me.
I don't have to. I'm absolved of all responsibility.
so this guy's an absolute psychopath.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
In town, we get some slice of life stuff. Tendo is making up with his dad. Kenji is entertaining kids. Mikasaka, she plays doctor to the village oldies. And Beatrix is shown the village's hydroelectric dam. But now it's sundown time again. And sorry.
Why do you say that?
If I say nighttime, you might start imagining the Middle Ages.
No, the Middle Ages. I don't think anybody on this planet, when you say, "Oh, it's nighttime," starts picturing that here.
Wait, where are you?
He said nighttime, but then I heard nothing about swords. I'm so confused.
I enjoy clarity. Okay, so now it's nighttime. Sorry, everybody.
Does King Arthur and stuff show up?
Yeah, here
Oh,
we
okay.
go.
Oh, sorry, I was really confused.
Get it all out.
Wait, where's Merlin?
Yeah, shoot, dude.
We good? Now it's nighttime, and
Wait, where's Merlin?
Okay, Zach, it is really funny though.
I'm glad you liked it.
It's the sundown time. You got to do it now because you proved that it actually is confusing.
It's the sundown time.
Thank you.
Fiverr and his group are going to start fucking shit up. You see one of the things in his book is fuck up society.
Oh.
So they overload the village's hydroelectric dam and they move all the power vehicles away from the tunnel entrance. And they start marching towards the village with a horde of zombies. As they're traveling, he's lighting dynamite on his cigarette and just throwing it at houses.
Holy
And
goodness.
everybody's screaming and running around, and it is utter chaos. Okay, so
Wait, there are cows there?
Mikasaki is trying to save all the old people. Get them all in one
Oh,
house.
because utter.
So delayed.
Not bad. I didn't get it at first.
What? That's why you moved on and ignored me.
It is utter chaos. Mikasaki is trying to save all the old people. Beatrix is slashing at zombies from horseback. Used to be a dog. The crew tries to find a way out of the village, but there's an electric fence around the village to keep zombies out. But with the hydroelectric dam overloaded, the fence is now lethal. They're trapped inside. Oh, jeez. And then Tendo and Fiverr have a standoff as the front end loader drives up to them. And they're, fighting and talking and, doing what you want is cool, but libertarianism is a lot cooler.
Yeah, nice political debate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They each add one final thing to their lists. Fiverr wants to see Tendo turn into a zombie.
Oh,
And Tendo wants to put a stop to this group.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When does he get his dreadlocks?
Next step. Oh, no, he already has them.
Oh,
Nice.
Sorry.
So,
In this place, a couple more people from the city were there. One of them is a makeup artist and for movies, so she puts dreadlocks in his hair.
okay.
Nice.
So our good group splits off and the anti-group splits up to chase them. Kenji ends up saving some kids and getting them on a non-burning rooftop, and one of the guys hops up with them wielding a cow catcher, and like he's trying to push Kenji off the roof and kill him.
Makes sense for this utter chaos.
Yes, thank you.
Wait, maybe I'm not like farm to table.
It's a long pole with a semicircle on the end, so you can like put it around a cow's neck and guide them. Okay.
Okay. What?
You said maybe you're not farm to table?
That's like when you have knowledge on farms,
I
right?
don't think so. No, I think that's talking about the experience between the farm to your table.
Right. Well, there's no farm on my table. That's all I'm saying.
You are nailing this. Beatrix horse rides to the water wheel thing, so maybe she can shut off the fence. And this evil chick rams her horse with a lawnmower and then fucks up her polearm weapon with a hedge trimmer that she uses as a sword, right? So then she's got to take out a katana, and now they're having a standoff. You know, Mikajuki leads some zombies away from where all the old timers are hiding, and then we see a third bad guy watch her run by and lick his pervy lips. And Tendo gets back to his parents' house, taking some out with his farmer's hoe.
He took out some of his parents with a hoe?
Close.
Brody's not farm to table either.
Yeah,
Doesn't know
I
what a
guess
hoe
so.
is.
He's killing zombies with a hoe.
Okay, yeah.
And he's monologuing about not repaying them enough yet, and his dad opens the door and yanks him inside and is like, "You want to repay us? Then don't die before us." And he heads out the door and closes it, and Tendo's like, "No, Dad, no!"
We had a perfectly good door. Why did you leave?
I thought it was in a jar.
Callbacks galore this
I'm
episode.
so done. We're so close. Okay. Bad guy backstories.
Oh,
The guy fighting Kenji on the roof, he's got a wife with a cuck addiction, so he hates his life. The pervy guy on Mikasaki, he blames all his problems on bad luck, but he's just stupid and ugly.
that's the lick licker. I mean, what?
Yeah, the lick leper, yep.
lip licker. My brain.
Okay. The chick dueling with Beatrix was never respected at work, but really she's just abrasive and a legit Karen.
Right.
So yeah, on the rooftop, Kenji gives a speech about reverse cucking being on the table. He flings them both off the roof, and Kenji dives headfirst into the village's communal shitwell. Not even kidding. While the evil guy has to run away, and he runs straight into the electric fence and dies.
Nice.
Oh.
Meanwhile, a guy with dementia in the old person hidey house suddenly shoots up and he's like, "Where's the cute doctor girl?" And the olders are like, "She saved us. She led the zombies away." And he's like, "Well, what are we going to do to help her?" And yeah, just as bad things are going to happen to Mikasaki in the fields, a gunshot rings out, you know, taking down the Lester named Mo.
The lick lipper.
Yeah, yes. It's Dementia Man, and he's a sniper. And the other older folks show up and just start beating the guy to death. And it's earned, okay? This scene's pretty rapey. Beatrix speeches about how Starbucks employees being underpaid and overworked, and uses the gathering zombies to break the water wheel, cutting off the power. And the Karen is literally so stunned by this revelation that she just freezes up and gets eaten alive.
Yep.
Happy endings all around.
Now it's to Tendo's dad. He's fighting his best, and he's yelling for Tendo not to open the door. But he's a fogey, and his stamina is that of an infant kitten. I don't know why I like these things.
And that's the ones we put in the bucket.
Yep. You brought it back. Now explain yourself.
In fact, it's also an infant kitten has a lot of energy or not much.
Not much.
Okay. Have you been around an infant kitten?
Just like ask them to walk through 3 rooms all at once. They're gonna flop over and be like, "Oh, I'm tired now. I'll get back to it."
He's got a point. He's got a point.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's all about energy when you don't want it with a kitten.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, okay. So just as his dad's gonna get eaten, Fiverr shows up with his lift and pulls the dad up into the excavator bucket. What? And
He's
he shouts
helping
out,
him?
he's like, I was thinking, Tendo, you're pretty tough. So here's the deal. You come out here and become a zombie, and I won't kick your dad down into this pit of death. Oh, geez, what's gonna happen? I'll cut to it because I saw it a mile away. There's the makeup artist I was talking about earlier. Can you put 2 and 2 together?
Yeah, he's gonna look like a zombie and then pretend to be, oh, I'm a zombie, and then, gotcha, throw him in the pit instead.
Yeah, so that's basically it.
Thanks, Bernie.
So, yeah, the door opens and you can't see anything. The zombies make their way in the house, into the blackness.
Mm-hmm.
You hear, ah, from Tendo. And then Tendo comes out as a zombie. But really, the zombies come in. He's already looking like a zombie. They kill the zombies. He does a fake scream, and then he walks out.
Right.
Tendo rips Fiverr down and pins him. They have a long speech, and he's like, come on, man, this is so evil and fucked up. What did you really want to do, Fiverr? And just a lot of images of how he peaked in elementary school, and the funnest times he had was at the pool with his buds, right? If only life could be like that all the time. During their talk, Fiverr gets bit, and he runs away crying. And we see a psyche shifty art film of how he's shifting between reality and being back at that pool with his friends. And it ends with him standing in front of a crick, but it's actually the pool, and he just falls headfirst in. And
Are we supposed to? You're making it sound like we're supposed to feel bad for this guy because his best memory was being in a pool with his friends.
Yeah.
And now he's a serial killer murderer who wants to destroy society, and you're like, but he loved the pool, man.
I like the pool. He liked the pool. He's normal.
We're the same people. We both like pools. I can relate.
All right. Yeah, I did skip over a lot of it, but
I don't think we need the backstory. I think it's kind of crazy that it's trying to make us feel bad because he was a loser in high school.
yeah, but that's anime, right?
Yeah,
you
that's
gotta
anime.
fill in the gaps a little bit.
This guy was a psycho.
No one is ever 100% irredeemable.
Yeah.
They can be
Right.
95, they can be 90, but never 100.
People have reasons for the things they do things, right? There are some actual just psychopaths out there, but there's still reasons that that person's life is now in this frame of light, you know?
Oh, I understand.
But I think
his
that's...
reasoning was that he didn't have friends, so he wants to kill everybody.
Yeah, talk about any school shooter.
Well,
Like,
I
na-
know.
yes.
It's not redeemable.
I understand, but I don't think... Can I just say, I don't think it has anything to do with redeeming him. I think it has to
Right.
do with understanding him.
But he's dying anyway. I don't freaking care about him.
And there's an entire show called Dexter where he kills murderers, and I personally wouldn't kill murderers, but at the same time, I can understand his reasoning for it.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't
And it's
watch
hella
it.
watchable.
Got one episode in, and I'm like, can't relate. Seriously, man. I was like, this guy freaks me out, and I couldn't watch.
Yeah,
it.
that was kind of the
So,
point of it. He's a weird
didn't
means
like
of
it.
vagueness. Yeah,
He's got the darkness. And
Yeah.
the dark
unfortunately,
passenger.
I chose to watch Dexter's Laboratory instead of Dexter.
Okay, we're
I
moving
get
on.
that
Yeah.
mom's Redonka.
That badonkadonk is redonkadonk.
It's
All right,
Redonka
Zach.
Donk Redonka Donk.
It's crazy, dude.
Fiverr is no more. Fiverr is dead.
Yeah.
Okay, whether you cared or not.
I did.
I did. Where am I going to get all my crappy drawn art from? Sorry,
nice.
Fiverr artists.
Not bad. All the villagers escape to a rope bridge leading out of town, but oh no, it's gone. Thankfully, the crazy man in the woods I skipped over shows up and literally hucks a new rope bridge across this fucking 30-meter gap. They all get across and they cut the bridge, making all the zombies fall off the cliff.
Wow, nice.
And that's kind of it, guys.
Everybody's safe.
They bring the crazy woodsman back to the village to help rebuild. The crew gets stacked up on supplies. The kids are all crying that Kenji is leaving. And the one little girl is like, I'm not even joking here. When you come visit, you have to show us how you can slurp ramen up your ass.
What?
Zach, I don't think I fully got the vibe of the show until the line you just said.
Yeah.
It sounded like kind of a serious like take on a zombie apocalypse with silly elements. It's not, is it? This is like
they're serious and they're silly.
Yeah.
They're serious then silly.
Right.
They hit you with both hands over and over and over.
That's
serious hand, silly hand. Ugh.
that's a lot of animes for you. Question for you. How many of his lists did he knock out of the 100?
I think he got up like, I don't know, I wasn't keeping like hardcore track, but it's like based on like, I think like 50-ish.
Sequel?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They hit the open road doing some tons of fun stuff. Super lighthearted, and like at one point they're even like, it doesn't seem like we're trying to like escape or fix anything. It's like we're just sightseeing. And the two are like taking pictures in front of mountains and stuff, and he paves the way for another season.
Nice.
It was really fun and lots of laughs.
That honestly sounds like a really fun show to watch. Recap. Caleb, do you want me to do it? If
No, I can do it. You did the mid recap. I can do a real fast recap.
Speedy. Hit us.
All right, Chicken Tendo. He works in an office. He's crazy. He's sad. His life's black and white. His boss sucks. HR girl's hot. Zombie apocalypse happens. He's good now. He's fun because like life's great. The zombies are great and everything's great. He goes to see HR girl. She died. That's cool. Moves on. Goes to the variety store to get some goods, some beer, and he meets a convenience store girl who's pretty freaking rad, but she's buying all of the buckets and stuff. She's like ready to go. Sorry. She doesn't want to hang out with him, so he calls up his best bud from rugby practice. His name's Kenjo, and he's pretty sweet. He likes to rip his clothes off to hang it on the rooftop. It's pretty sweet. Lots of bubbles, good stuff. Goes to the aquarium, get his big fight suit, kills a big zombie shark, gets on the road with an RV with the convenience girl and Kenjo. And they get road stripped by the boss of his old job, and he tries to dom show him so hard. But that boss, not this time. It takes him, he writes something on his list to say, I'm going to tell off my freaking boss, and does it.
Nice.
Escapes. Pretty cool, man. They end up driving that RV all the way to their dad's house. And their dad's like, hey, man, I'm cool. We took in some guys. They're serial killers. And then they start trying to wreck this town. And one of them's the reverse Tendo. So he sucks. And he's sad because he can't go in the pool with his friends anymore. So he tries to kill everybody. And he fakes him out with nice makeup. And he kills him, and they win, and they leave to go sightseeing, and they have a good life.
boom.
A+.
And that's a wrap. All right. Well, thank you so much for listening, gang. That was a great, that sounds like a fun show. I'm going to need to check it out. Thank you for listening. We know our release schedule has been a bit hectic lately, but we're going to be trying to get back on it. We got some life changes happening in some of our lives, so we're just trying to figure that out.
Christmas be crazy.
Christmas was be crazy.
I feel like every year this podcast has some Christmas be crazy attitude because
Crispy
Christmas be crazy.
Crispy crazy. But we only skipped it 1 week. We're back on track. We're good to go. We're ready to rock and or roll. I'm buying a house.
Yeah.
Gotta be pretty cool.
And Caleb's a millennial, so
Might even be Gen Z. Who knows, man?
Feel free to go check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, Heart FM.
or just keep using the app you're using now.
Yeah, but I would recommend if somebody else listens to podcasts, and they use Apple Podcasts and you're over here using Spotify, don't be like, go listen to them on Spotify only. They can listen to us wherever they listen.
Spread
It's
us.
everywhere.
It's everywhere. And also check us out on our social medias, man. We got a TikTok. We got...
Oh. How is that one doing, Caleb? Or have you only done the 2?
I've only added the couple videos that I created since I created the TikTok. I'll be uploading things in the future.
I feel like this episode will have a bunch of little bits.
I think this episode might have like 20 bits about dogs turning into horses.
Yeah,
Maybe
who knows? Okay.
A series.
And Instagram. Go check us out on
Yeah.
Instagram. We let you know when an episode's coming and what we're going to be talking about, and you can interact there if you want.
Please do. Please interact. We love interactions.
Shout out to Good Kid.
Wow.
I haven't done anything left.
I'm sorry. True. Go for it.
Yeah, dog, they just rocked a new banger. It's called Bubbly. Yes, just like the champagne, just like my personality, just like my hemorrhoids. Bubbly is an absolute banger.
I don't know if Good Kid
associate
wants
their song
that.
with hemorrhoids. But
So go check out Good Kid, please. They're a good band, good
Yes.
people.
Yeah,
Good
if you
kids.
listen to our last episode with the D&D, we actually put one of the little transitions was the song Bubbly. So if you got a little taste of it in there, so
Yeah, and you'll also get another taste at the end of this episode.
maybe,
Bubbly.
or maybe right here.
I came in a bit before the opening set. I took the bet. I know the rest is good, I guess. The cavern is a crowd around, and I can scarce get by on second breath between the breaths. Now it's 1 a.m. and I don't know how I'll get home.
Orbit's a banger. Down with the King's a banger. They're all I mean, how many artists have a track record like that?
I'm not sure if they've released a song that I would be like, hey, could you change it, please? I'm not a fan of this.
That one's not so good. They just don't
Yeah.
do that. They just don't do that.
They're all bangers.
They're good. They should be called Banger Kids. Actually, I don't know about that.
Maybe not. actually.
Brody, do you know what you're bringing to us next episode?
No idea.
No idea. Any inspiration you want to throw out there to see if anybody gets excited?
Probably a season 2 of something. I on my free time I've been watching some more Bleach. Me and Steph have been watching Violet Evergarden, which is like a really well acclaimed one. It would be a different vibe for us because it's about this girl who was a child soldier, and then the army ends, and then she decides to go working for this place that writes letters for people, and like it's
The fuck?
yeah, it would be a different vibe for us, but that might be the one that I bring too.
As long as there's dogs and horses in it, I'm good to go.
it might be, yeah.
Sick. All right. Well, thank you guys all for listening, and remember, anime
may
not
be for
For
everyone.
everyone.
Ignition sequence.
That orbit that surrounds you. That orbit that surrounds you. That orbit that surrounds you. That orbit that surrounds you.
and it's like in Ocean's 11 where they like you see it first and you think he might be dead, and then it does a flashback where it's showing what really happened.
I love
Ocean's
that.
11,
Yeah,
baby.
dude. Yeah.
Fuck Ocean's 12.
Or any of the previous Oceans movies.
Yeah. I think it started on 11.
There's Oceans from back in the day, like old black and white.
Atlantic, Pacific, yeah.
Yeah. Stupid.
So, yeah, they're the oldest ones.